up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all living? I hope y'all doing good, feeling good, living good. Don't mind all the stuff I got rolling around my car. I'm working on some projects. But yes, let's get right into it. Yes, you did hear correctly. I did quit my 9 to 5. And you're probably like, why? Why'd you quit your 9 to 5? Here's why. Long story short, I quit my 9 to 5 to chase my dreams. But let's go into a little bit more detail. So basically, I quit my 9 to 5 because I just wasn't happy there anymore, and I wanted to chase my dreams. So my job was a customer support representative. Now, it wasn't titled customer support representative, but all in all, that's what we were. And we were just assisting players on a sports book with whatever they needed. We started out as Barstool Sportsbook, but we switched to ESPN after Barstool, which is owned by Dave Portnoy, was sold, and then was to become ESPN Sportsbook, and that's what it did on November 14th. And since that day, at least from the time I was working there that day and every day after, up until I left, the dynamic of the job was not the same. The environment changed. It was still the same position. We were doing the same thing, but now we're taking on a lot more work. And like I said, the environment began to change. The customers that we had, it was just becoming a lot. Like, we're getting cursed out on a daily basis. To me, honestly, the app was garbage, and a lot of people were having a lot of issues, and we really weren't helping them because there were so many people that we had to help. We really couldn't even help them. It was just a hot mess. And then there was a lot of disrespect I felt like was coming from management and from people with higher positions, and I just wasn't down for it. And instead of hindering their business or hindering myself, instead of putting myself in a bad position, I just left. I didn't want to work a 9 to 5 anymore, and I just was like, okay, well, I'm gonna focus on other ways to make money, basically. So I left. And you did hear me correctly earlier when I said I left and am now getting another 9 to 5. But like I said, let me explain. So yes, I did leave my other job, and my plan was to not work a 9 to 5 again. However, any business you have, you're gonna need to fund that business. You're gonna need to put money into it. May not be day one, but eventually you're gonna need to fund that business. And it's hard to fund the business when you don't have funds to fund it with. Now I still have, obviously I just left the store, so I still have money and stuff. And I still have ways of making money, and even one of my businesses is already making me money. However, I need to scale my businesses. And some of the businesses I can't even start if I don't have money to fund it, right? So basically, I went and got another job. Now, I haven't started it yet, and I don't start until January, but this is actually my first kind of like big girl job, honestly, since graduating college. But I am going to be a store manager. I feel like growing up, a lot of people either worked in fast food, retail, whatever, those are like the big two. For me, mine was retail, and obviously I have a lot of customer service and customer support experience, and so that kind of helped me get this store manager position, and it's at a lacrosse store. If you can't tell, I love lacrosse. I played lacrosse 8 years, and just those two combined, I really was like, okay, this is a good position to take, because I'm not planning on being here long. I'm planning on being there long enough to acquire enough information that I can use to help me fund my businesses, and I'm planning on being there long enough to get my businesses started, up and running, and producing money. From there, once my businesses are good, I'm good. You know what I mean? And some of my businesses, at least one of my businesses, is very time consuming. For those of you that don't know, I do tattoos, and so my goal is to be able to make money from a job so that I can buy the equipment I need to buy, update my equipment, update my materials that I'm using, and then work on getting licensed and getting my own shop and making that my full-time job, while also still having my other businesses. And my main goal is to create businesses, not just one or two, but more than that, that are going to be up and running, that I can, pour my energy into, teach my girlfriend how to, um, keep the businesses up and running, so that now there's two of us, so we can split the businesses down the middle. You focus on these, you focus on this, or you focus on, finding products or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And then we go from there. But my goal is to create a few different businesses that are creating passive income in our lives, so that we can have everything we want to have, and I can have everything I want, she can have everything she wants, and we can live that life, not of luxury, but of peace, of freedom. I don't want to work. I don't want to be confined, chained down to going to work, being there by this time, staying there this time, taking a break at this time, clocking out at this time, going home, getting home at this time, going to bed, and doing it all over again. No. And so one good thing about that 9 to 5 that I did just get, the hours may not be 9 to 5. I don't know exactly what the hours are yet. But what I do know is it's a hub. I consider it a hub for the business that they're running, and they run a lot of different businesses or business types out of this one place. For example, online stores, their warehouses and stuff. Everything is in this one location, and so that benefits me because I'll be wearing more than one hat. I'll be helping out around the place, and it gives me information for hands-on knowledge of how to build my business and better my business. And it even gives me experiences outside of my job, to grow and make more money. And it was a good position to take to help me fund my business and also start other businesses, create other businesses, and get my businesses up and running. And so ultimately that is why I quit my 9 to 5, but also got another 9 to 5. This world is about learning what you can learn, being a sponge, soaking it all up. I mean, everywhere you look, you see people who have their own businesses. My dad has his own business. My sister has her own business. My friend has her own business. I know so many people that have their own businesses that are making good money, that are doing what they love and living their life how they want to. And if they want to work a 9 to 5, so be it. If you want to be a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, you're going to have to work a 9 to 5. Go for it. If that's what you want to do, do it. But for me, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't want to live the way society has created us to live. You go to school and, all your life, it's what do you want to be when you grow up? And it's always pre-developed, like, things. You want to be a vet, or you want to be a teacher, you want to be a doctor, you want to be an astronaut, you want to be a scientist, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be whatever, right? No kid ever says, I want to be an entrepreneur. No kid ever says, I want to be an influencer. No kid ever says, I want to be free. Like, no kid ever thinks of that, because that's not what's been put in our heads, but for real, like, for me, I just want to live a free life. I want to be free. I don't want to be tied down by anything, anyone. I don't want my boss telling me you can't do this. I don't want the company policy telling me I can't go on vacation because right? There's no fun. Where's the fun in that? That's not what I want out of my life. So, I quit my 9 to 5 to live the life that I've always dreamed of. And it's not something that happens right away. It's not something that, is easy. It's not something that is fearless. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of bravery. It took a lot out of me just to decide that I was actually going to make the decision to quit. And another thing besides that, it's not something that everybody aligns with. It's not something that everybody in my life would agree with. But guess what? I don't care. I don't care. I mean, my mom's probably not going to be happy that I'm deciding to, or have already decided to, quit my job, but I'm doing what I have to do for me. And there is a message in what I'm saying, and I guess basically what I want to share with y'all is, if there's a dream out there that you want, and you've been thinking about it, dreaming about it, planning for it for so long, don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. You just have to get started. When you start grinding and putting in the work, you start getting rewarded. And also, keep God first in your life. This world is too crazy, it's too negative, it's too much going on. It's too many things that can tear you down. And when I say tear you down, I mean tear you down beyond rock bottom. So keep God first in your life. That's what I want to say, first and foremost. But second, grind it out. If there's something out there that you want, like I wanted to create a YouTube and I wanted to start making videos, and everywhere I look, people are like, you need a niche, you need a niche, you need to find a niche. And I still don't know what my niche is. I honestly have no idea. So for me, instead of creating content that's based off of one niche, I'm just going to create content and I'm just going to put it out there. And if people watch it, thank you for supporting me. If they don't, too bad, they missed out. You feel me? Like, that's just where I'm at. I'm tired of reading other things and talking to other people and people telling you how it is. Now, if people are giving you constructive criticism, take it with a grain of salt. If people are, you know what I'm saying, giving you tips and tricks, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to take everything so literal and take everything to heart, but it doesn't hurt to hold on to some things. If people are out there trying to give you tips, it doesn't hurt to hold on to it. It might help you later down the line. Write it down, you never know. Put it in your phone, keep it for later, you never know, right? But for real, it's hard. It's not easy, and people aren't gonna agree, but that's life, right? That's just the nature of life. That's just how it is. So just grind it out. Just figure out what you want to do and do it. Like, just start. You have to start somewhere, and you're not going to start and be the most amazing, at it. You're not going to be the best at it as soon as you start, but it takes practice. And I can tell you this, if anything else, I haven't lived through it all yet, but I can tell you, just based off of experience with my tattoo business, I started tattooing and I was horrible. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even watch videos. Like, I didn't even try to educate myself on how to tattoo. I just figured it can't be that hard. You dip the needle in the ink and you just go ahead. But there's techniques to it. There's ways to do it. There's ways to do it that are going to make your life harder, and there's ways to do it that are going to make your life so much easier. And when you actually spend the time to do the research and to figure it out and to really learn and figure out what those techniques are, and not just figure them out but also implement them into your work, you realize that life becomes just a little bit easier, right? So once I started watching YouTube videos and really figuring out how to do stuff and buying practice skins and actually tattooing on practice skin and tattooing on real skin, and people letting me tattoo on them, and just learning and implementing these things and retaining these things and being intentional with the decisions that I make, even when it comes down to the tattoo, being intentional with the lines, how I'm whipping my hand, how deep the needle is going, how much I'm stretching the skin, how much ink is in the cartridge, all those things. Once I implement all of that and I really retain what I've learned and put that into my work, it shows, right? And so it took me a while. I've been doing tattoos for 3 years, and I've just started doing more bigger scale pieces with more detail and more shading and looking more realistic, because it took time for me to learn even just how to do a line, how to do line work, how to hold the machine the correct way, all that. It took time. It didn't happen overnight. My first tattoos to my tattoos now, huge difference. You know what I mean? And I have it on my body to remind myself that it takes time, that consistency is key, dedication is key, having that motivation, having that fire, excuse my French, under your ass to push you and to motivate you, not just for now, not just for a week, for 2 weeks, not just for the month, but forever, to keep pushing you forever, whether you stay with that business or you find something else, whether you do this or you do that. Keeping and finding that fire, keeping consistent, finding that motivation and keeping that motivation around, and finding that dedication will push you to greater heights. Consistency is key, motivation is key, dedication is key, that fire and that drive is key. So if you're working in 9 to 5 and you hate your job, quit. Now, I'm not saying quit now, but plan things out, write things out, do some research, watch some videos, read some articles, right? Take some notes. From there, start putting everything in order. What needs to come first, what you need to do, write all your steps down, organize, stay organized, fund your business, start running your business, and bow. There's so many options out there. There's so many things, and there's so many ways out there that you can make money just by starting your own business. Please, I urge y'all, please take an hour, take 2 hours, take 5 hours, take a day when you're off, whatever. Take some time and do some research. Look at all the ways that people are making money out there. The internet, AI, social media, printing, customizing things. Like look at all the options that are out there. Drop shipping. Just look at it. Now there are people that are going to give you information, reel you in, try to hook you and make you pay for things. But use your resources. We have Google at our fingertips. We carry a computer in our pockets. Use it. Okay, I hope this is motivation. I hope this is motivating to y'all to just go out there and just do it. Just go do it. If you don't do it, you'll never know how it could have ended. You could have been a millionaire, a billionaire, a multi-millionaire. You'd never know because you're too scared to take that jump. Now, I'm not telling you to jump off a bridge. I'm telling you to be smart. I'm telling you to take a calculated approach. But I'm telling you at the end of the day, just like Nike said, just do it. I hope this is motivation for y'all, man. I hope this is something that can ignite that fire, that can, make that fire burn a little bit hotter. Just push y'all, just help y'all find something. I hope this is the video that makes it all click. I hope that y'all can use my fire and my motivation to help light your fire, find your motivation, find your drive, whatever it is. I hope it is just something that pushes you to be uncomfortable and to start looking at other ways to make income. Now, I'm not saying you have to quit your job to do this. There are so many ways that you can fund a business and, create passive income and grow like that. And you can continue to work your 9 to 5 if you please, or you can quit and, start another business or whatever you want to do, whatever it is, but just do it. Now, if y'all have some stuff, if y'all want me to get more specific into the things that I'm doing, the businesses that I have, why I got started in them, how I got started in them, where I found my research, where I get my materials, whether it be tattooing, whether it be one of my other side hustles, whatever it is, if y'all want to know more information, leave it in the comments. If y'all have my number, text me. If y'all have ideas, leave it in the comments. Like I said, if you have my number, text me. If you don't, comments work. If you have me on social media, you can reach out to me there. I'll leave my social media even below, even my tattoo Instagram, so y'all can check that out. But for real, I really want to see us grow. I really want to see us, capitalize on the opportunities that are out there. So if y'all are interested in this kind of stuff, if y'all are interested in, wanting to know more, if y'all have specific stuff y'all want me to talk about, go over, break down, whatever it is, interact. Leave it in the comments. You can leave a message on social media. You can leave a comment. I will be reading the comments. I don't expect there to be too many, as this is something, that's just getting started. This is just a brand new channel, but I do want to be, aware of what comments are being left, what people want to see, what people want to hear, what people want, me to talk about and break down and want more information about, whatever it is. Even if it's something that I'm not well versed on, I will do the research, if that is something that you guys kind of want to hear and want to talk about or whatever. So yeah, I even want to get to the point where I'm having other people that own their own businesses kind of talk, and they don't have to give away their secrets, obviously their secret sauce, but just kind of what motivated them, how they got started, and where they are now, and things like that. So this is pretty much going to be like a financial a financial / lifestyle channel. So if y'all have anything under those topics that y'all want to hear or whatever, please, like I said, leave it in the comments. Please hit the thumbs up button if y'all like this video, for real. And don't forget to subscribe. About 90% of people on all of my social media, regardless of whatever it is, are not subscribed. They're not following. They're not none of that. So please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, one more announcement. This channel has no place for negativity, toxicity, none of that. That will not be tolerated here. Just wanted to put that out there, because I do feel like it is important to say there's so much negativity in the world, and sometimes the positivity is just hard to find. It's hard to come by. And I'm very much somebody that feeds off of positive energy. So bring it. Bring all the positive energy you got. I challenge you to leave as much positivity in this video as you can. But yeah, I mean, let's reach these greater heights together. The top is lonely, so you know, let's get there. Let's get there. Let's have a party when we get there, though. But I appreciate y'all for sticking around, man. If y'all made it this far, I definitely appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support and everything like that. And definitely stay tuned. We got some good stuff coming. I will be making a tattoo video for y'all soon. I feel like I get a lot of like people who wonder how I started, why I started, whatever. So stay tuned for that. But again, man, I appreciate y'all. And yeah, catch y'all next time.